Yo, what's good, kings and queens? This your boy Dawn, and I'm back for another reaction video today. Look, y'all, I changed my thing up a little bit. If y'all like it like this, please let me know down in the comments. If y'all want me to change it back to the any other version, please let me know. Y'all see all of my videos, so just let me know, son. I'm gonna keep it like right now. I'm gonna keep it like this. Look at Fat Boy in the back. Hey, Fat. So anyway, y'all, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit all so you know every time I post. You heard. Today, oh, also I'm bugging out, yo. If you not new to the channel, welcome back. You heard. I appreciate y'all for popping back out. I want to do a giveaway. I want to do some shout outs. You heard, some notification shout outs. So put y'all socials in the comments. You heard, and every time you pop out, I'm gonna shout you out. I don't care, man. And then put it in the chat or the chat. Put it in the comments, you heard, so it can stick. And then I'm gonna do a shout out. I'm gonna pin one every time, and I'm gonna do a video shout out of the next video. Also, I'm gonna try to do a giveaway. So y'all let me know what y'all want me to give away down in the comments. I appreciate y'all for supporting me. Thank y'all for popping back out for this video today. Today, y'all, I'm gonna be reacting to 10 tips that could save your life, son. Like, I mean, how other way could I help you, son? Like, so y'all gotta at least give me that subscribe. Like, subscribe. Y'all gotta, like, hit that notification bell, all that. I'm helping y'all. I'm saving y'all. Like, come on, son. I'm saving me too, though. I'm saving me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm saving us, you heard? So, I'm gonna hit the subscribe button. Y'all gonna hit the subscribe button. We good, you heard? Other than that, son, let's get right into the video.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 tips that could save your life. You never know when you may reach any situation. Before we get into it, why not subscribe and pretend we have two-way mirror. So what could be creepier than someone looking at you in a two-way mirror? Believe it or not, every year there are hundreds of reports of two-way mirrors in changing rooms and bathrooms. But how can you tell whether it's a two-way mirror or not?
Okay.
Well, there is actually a little known way to see whether you're looking in a two-way mirror
I'm
or
putting y'all on right now.
It's called the fingernail test and determines whether you're looking at a two-way mirror or not. All you need to do is place your fingernail on the surface of the mirror. If there's a gap between the reflection and your finger, then you're safe, as you're looking in a regular mirror. But if there's no gap between your finger and its reflection, then you're looking in a two-way mirror. And you better not do anything too embarrassing in front of the mirror. So before you go into a bathroom
So
or
it look like a
room,
window.
make sure you do the fingernail test.
Yeah, so y'all check that out. You see it look like you press it against a window. Rather, the other one, it looks like a reflection. See how his finger looks squished? See what I'm saying? Instead of like, I don't know. I'm dead. Hold on, let's look again.
Between the reflection and your finger, then you're safe, as you're looking.
Alright, you see that gap? That's what we looking for, you are.
In a regular mirror. But if there's no gap between your finger and its reflection, then you're looking in a two-way mirror. And you better not do anything too embarrassing in front of the mirror. So before you go to a bathroom or dressing room,
so you do what he say, you are.
Test. You never know, it could save you a lot of embarrassment of someone looking at you through a two-way mirror. Next up is elevators.
So there was no gap.
Elevators are good for getting around in tall buildings. They definitely save you a lot of time. The only problem with elevators is sometimes they stop when other people need to get in and out. But what if you're in an emergency situation and you cannot stop at another floor? Well, here's a trick to make an elevator into an express elevator.
Okay.
This is a trick used by police to get to floors quicker. Of course, police can't just stop the elevators when they need to get to a major situation. So if you're ever in an emergency, here's how to use an elevator
Hold door
without
closed.
stopping. First off, hold the closed door button until the door's closed, and then keep holding it.
Right. Then press your button.
Button you want to go to, and do not let go of the number.
It's a fact. Or the whole closed door. Just go.
This actually allows you to go straight to that floor without the elevator stopping. This works on every single elevator, but only use it in an emergency. It's very selfish to use otherwise, so make sure you're in an emergency before using this. Next up is brake failure. So what could be scarier than driving downhill in your car, then reaching for the brakes and realizing they failed? You may think you're absolutely done for, but don't worry, there is actually a survival tip to actually make your brakes work after they fail. All you have to do is start pumping the brake pedal fast and hard. This builds up brake fluid pressure. Of course, another thing you could do to aid this is to use the park.
Right, emergency brake. What was I about to say? Alright, y'all, in the mission you heard. Make sure y'all go ahead and go down there right now. Dang, boy, that was the shortest intermission. Make sure y'all go down there, you heard. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit all so y'all know every time I post. I appreciate y'all, man. See y'all in the next intermission. Hold on. Let's get right to it. I know he's gonna say pull the emergency brake. That's one, but I want to see what he's gonna say for the other thing.
Brake. And if you run out of all options, you could scrape your car against a guardrail to slow it down. However,
So
this
pump
will
the brake.
ruin your car and could go wrong, so only use that as a last resort. Next up is
Pump the
car
brake.
underwater. So let's say your brakes failed and you didn't know those survival tips from before. You end up in a lake or pond and you may think you're done for. But one thing you can do to escape a sinking car is make sure you open your doors as soon as you hit the water. It's good to get the doors open before any water pressure makes it impossible. If you can't do that, then use the metal part of your seatbelt to break the window. But if both of these fail, make sure you stay calm and just wait for the water to flow into the car. Then once enough water is in the car,
Then
the
you
pressure
open the
will
door.
equalize and the doors should open automatically.
Yep.
Next up is crayon
Not that I've ever
candles.
been in that
So
situation.
this is a survival tip for anyone going out in the wild, or if you're in an area with a power cut. In power cuts or the wilderness, sometimes all the electricity can go out. And this of course does include lights. Now, many people use candles, but what if you don't have a candle? Well, something most people do have lying around somewhere in the house is a crayon. Believe it or not, you can set fire to a crayon like a candle and it will stay lit for ages. Crayons are made of wax, much like candles, making them great fire burners. They emit a very strong amount of light and really do help out in a survival situation. But these aren't just good in power cuts. It's also recommended that you bring some matches, a lighter, and some crayons out with you when you go camping. That way, even if all the wood gets wet and you can't make a fire, you can still have light using crayons. It seems silly to use kids' crayons to help you survive out in the wild, but they really do work and have been used by survival experts for years.
Nice. Good to know.
Next up is elevator failure. So we've already seen how to make an elevator skip floors in the event of an emergency, but what if something terrible happens with the elevator itself? We've all seen in movies where elevator shafts fail and the elevator falls down the shaft. If you've ever seen an elevator shaft, you may think falling down one of those things means you're done for. Well, there's a big widespread misconception that if you jump the moment the elevator hits the floor, you'll somehow decrease the impact on your body. However, this is a massive myth and will likely cause you to pass away. Whoever spread that myth really is pretty evil. And also the tip makes no sense, seeing as you can't see through metal, so you won't know when to jump. So Charlie, what do you actually do to survive an elevator fall? Well, nothing is guaranteed, but the best way to survive it is to lie on your back on the floor and cover your face. By lying flat with your back on the floor, this distributes your body weight. This makes it much less likely that you'll thud on the floor. You need to also cover your head and hands, as there likely will be falling debris. Luckily, elevator accidents like this are incredibly rare, but should it ever happen, do not jump on impact. Instead, you need to spread your entire body on the floor and cover your head and face. Next up is snake venom. So let's say you're out in the wilderness and all of a sudden you see a snake. You unwisely don't avoid it, so the snake strikes and bites you. Now you have venom inside your body and you could pass away. You may have seen on TV shows that the best bet is to suck out the venom, but much like the jumping and a falling elevator tip, this is total bogus. You should actually never ever suck venom out of a snake bite, as it's very dangerous. Instead, it can actually help to spread the venom in the bite and also damage the skin around the bite. Some people think that the person sucking the venom out will also pass away, seeing as they've ingested the venom. However, that's incredibly unlikely and they would be fine. However, you might not be. So how do you actually treat a snake bite? Instead, what you really should have is a suction device for removing the venom. This suction device is specially made for snake bites and is much more effective than sucking it out. Some think that using a tourniquet is the best bet. However, many would advise against that as well, as tourniquets can damage nerves and blood flow. For example, one day in Tennessee, a passerby helped a farmer who'd been bitten by a snake. He used a tourniquet, however that actually ended up taking the farmer's life. This was because his blood pressure dropped so much. So instead of using a tourniquet or sucking it out, use a suction device. And of course, seek a hospital as soon as possible. Next up is key self-defense. So when I say key self-defense, I don't mean basic self-defense. I mean self-defense using a key. Let's say you're walking down a dark alley one night and you see a creepy guy behind you. It may be your instinct to grab your keys kind of like this. This way it makes kind of a spiky brass knuckle around your hand.
Like Wolverine.
Believe it or not, this is not the best way to do it. Keys can actually be used as a good self-defense mechanism. But the technique known as the Wolverine, where you put your keys in between your fingers, is not a good idea. Instead, you should do things a lot more basically. Simply grasp your keys in your fist, like what's shown on screen. This is a much better way to defend yourself. Then you simply need to jab anyone who comes near you. However, some self-defense experts say that keys aren't the best way. They say keys create an illusion of safety, and if they're near enough to use keys, you're better off doing something like pulling their hair or poking them in the eyes. Next up is fire starting. So, we know a good way to make light is to set fire to a candle. But what if you have no light or a match just to start a fire? Well, have no fear. There's actually a very simple way to generate flames with almost no resources. All you need is a battery and 2 small pieces
No,
of foil.
not go buy a
You can
battery.
even use a gum wrapper in many cases. What you need to do is place each end of the foil at both ends of the battery. Then the foil will heat up and burn. You'll soon manage to get a flame and then simply use grass, leaves, or twigs to get the fire going. You can actually use things like Doritos and other corn chips to help the fire start. It's pretty surprising, but Doritos are very flammable. Also, if you have any hand sanitizer, that helps start fires too. Despite it being a liquid, hand sanitizers are mostly made of alcohol. Of course, alcohol is very flammable, so this also helps when starting fires. Next up is code word. So let's say in a very unlikely situation, you're kidnapped. You may think there's no way out, but many kidnappers actually let their hostages contact their family and friends. They often do this to make sure your family doesn't worry and call the cops. They may tell you to call or text a family member saying that you're alright. But in this situation, you can use that to make your family aware that you've been taken. What you need to do is make a code word. For example, your code word could be I'm fine. Then if you call a family friend or text them saying I'm fine, they'll know that something is wrong. This is a very simple method and all you have to do is agree to it beforehand.
True.
So make sure you invent a code word with all your family members. It may sound slightly too proactive, but you never know when it could save your life. Just think about how amazing it would be to free yourself from a situation like that using just a code word. Believe it or not, there have been many instances of this actually working out, including one where a hostage simply wrote on a pizza receipt a special code. So definitely try and make some code words with your family as it could save your life.
I'm hungry.
Check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for the most useful survival tip on this list. I think it's the elevator tip, as that is...
No, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all let me know which tip was the best. The one I think was the coolest that I'm definitely gonna try is the elevator. I'm not gonna lie. What other one am I gonna try? It's a few of them. I'm gonna try probably all of them. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely the elevator one though, like he said, that one I'm probably gonna try first. I'm about to just go to a building and hop in the elevator and just press mad buttons, go to the top and the bottom. But anyway, man, other than that, if y'all gonna try any of these or if y'all already have, please let me know down in the comments if they actually work. You know what I tried to do one time? Like the vending machine hacks. I might need to do a reaction to that. Let me know down in the comments if y'all would like to see that. But I remember I used to try to do that crap with the dollar. Did not work. I'm not gonna lie. So if y'all tried that and it did work, please let me know down in the comments. I want to see. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, please go watch my last video. Please go watch my next video. If y'all like the setup of how everything look right now, please let me know down in the comments, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. Follow all my social media. Everything is up there. I'm going to see y'all in the next video, you heard? Peace. Hold on. See, I got to get in the camera. Peace. Can y'all see me? All right. Peace. Love. Dawn.